Hello, everyone, and welcome to another exciting episode of Monster Interrupted. We are in Book 1 of the Abomination Vaults, playing Pathfinder 2nd Edition. Tonight, a little bit of a change-up. Our cleric is a little bit under the weather, incapacitated. I mean, when the gods give you visions, it can mess you up badly. Do you remember last episode, the rescue party? They're a party, but they're trying to rescue. So, get it? Yeah. The rescue party marched into the first level, and Jargon reveals that he does not know exactly where the original party were. They just never came back. So they start searching rooms, spreading out, and they find the actual base of Gauntlet itself, the actual lighthouse portion of this ruin. They go in, they find a nasty blood stain, they start poking at it, and then a bunch of them start tromping up the stairs. At the very top of the stairs, we had Gauze. Dubsy passed our cleric halfway up. We had Gregor guarding at the bottom. Jargon said, "Oh, wait here." And halfway up, our cleric got a little vertigo, got a little messed up. Things progressed. You guys got through the trapdoor and were mucking around with the strange turquoise light that is Gauntlet itself, and were attacked by this vampiric crimson mist, and it started messing you guys up really badly, really quickly. And just before Gauze almost lost his life, and Debsy could rob him properly, as one does, or go through his pockets for loose change, suddenly we snap back to that moment in time where our cleric, Kenro, on the stairs, reels from his vertigo as if he were given a vision, as if he saw the future if they would go through the door. And I believe he called you guys off, did he not?
Yes.
Yes, he did. Okay. So, taking it from there, now, you gotta love Troy's commitment to roleplay. I told him his character tonight is incapacitated, is unable to speak, and is completely messed up and dizzy, and has nothing to do with the fact that he went and had a tooth pulled and is highly medicated and not here tonight. I believe that he moved his appointment so he could role play this part. You gotta give it to the guy for RP commitment or whatever. So with Kenro reeling on the stairs, pressed against the wall and sinking down onto the stairwell, and him very assertively and not in his usual suave voice, begging you guys to wait and not go through the trap door like he was given some kind of vision from Callistra herself. What do you guys do? I mean, obviously Gauze is still looking at that trapdoor lock like a puppy. He really wants to go out. But what do you guys do?
I'm not one to tempt fate, so what are you gonna do, big man?
I think we should open the door. I think we should open the door.
You said that. I did get that part.
Just checking.
Okay.
One never know.
What do you say, Gregor?
I would agree with the cleric. If the cleric's telling us not to do it, I wouldn't do it. Look, there's enough here to explore anyways. Let's, why don't we just mark the door? We'll come back.
Fair enough. Let's mark it and move on.
Okay. What do you want to mark it with? Chalk? Anybody got any blood? Look at the floor.
I don't trust that blood.
Scent of a gnome. You just push the gnome against the door like a cat. How they rub their cheeks on stuff. There we go. Something.
I actually have some chalk.
There you go.
All right. So I will remove my chalk.
Okay.
And I will draw some fancy symbol on the door.
Oh, like something to do with your heritage, perhaps?
Yes.
Okay. Are we talking like a Moagi symbol from your homeland, or are you talking something very specific to your people?
No, I think we will just go with a general symbol. Just
okay. Okay. All right. I don't think anyone else speaks Mwangi here. But for you, me in the audience, I'm going to assume that you've written a symbol that means danger, stay away, or this gauzes door, no touch, this is my locker, something. Dibs. You wrote dibs on the door, didn't you?
We'll just go with the standard Moenge danger symbol.
Oh, okay. Dibs, danger, it's all the same to you, I'm sure. Okay.
Absolutely.
Well, gentlemen, if this room is a bust, because it's seriously creeping me out, and he just starts again, pressed against the wall and just kind of sidestepping the center of the room, that big thing of blood. He just shall we go out the side door outside or back into the ruin? What's it going to be? I'm not fussy, but staying here is, not a great idea.
I don't know that we finished exploring in here. I think we wrap up this place before we go look outside. I don't want anything coming back up on us. And if we need to make a quick getaway, it'd be nice to know that we're clear all the way through.
I feel bad for Ken. He doesn't look so good. Maybe we should try the tower he talked about.
Okay. Well, if you guys want to take the proverbial nudge wink 20-minute take 20 and 20 minutes, I'll just be outside. So he just steps out the door, leaves it open. I'll guard. As a cigarette, like this pipe, just kind of. I'm on break. It's barred break. There you go. Nothing out here. Don't be too long. I'm feeling lonely and unprotected. What are we paying you for? Okay. Oh, well, everyone's running away, so no one wants to do the take 20. Somebody want to get a cleric? I'd carry him, but I come up to his knees.
Oh, who's the big guy?
Yeah, Gregor will come by and scoop him up.
Okay. All right. I would like you all to roll a... let's see. I have a number in my head from 1 to 10. Closest one is going to be my victim. Roll D10, gentlemen.
Okay, so just in case it matters, have him, potato sack carry and holding my flail one-handed.
You have a fireman carry, ass in the air? Cover my back.
Yeah.
Okay. Too bad about those onions you ate. Really flatulent.
Koss gets a 7.
Dobbsy got a 6.
Okay. Gregor? D10, buddy.
D10, sorry.
No, that's okay. D20, I obviously want to win.
They're not going to do anybody much good if the number's a 1.
Yeah, really. He's just trying to, get the odds there. On 1 to 10, what am I thinking of? 15, all right. He's taking himself out of the wager. Actually, I'd say that's smart. That's worth a hero point. And I was like, yeah, sorry, I'm not part of your wager. Leave me alone. All right. But seriously, D10?
Okay.
And there it is. What'd you get, Gregor?
You're welcome. Roll the 1.
That's what I want to see. So, I will ask, since I'm running jargon and all faculties of, okay, I'll play Troy's character, but I'm going to give custody of said character to Eric, and you can be responsible for any spell casting or anything that he might do to help or whatever in his debilitated state, so that I'm not, right spell at the right time because I'm the GM kind of thing. Okay. Standard practice here at Rollmongers. I do not want to be responsible for the guy's death because he didn't show up, blah, blah. That'll be pinned on you guys. We do this all the time when people don't show up. So I'm going to get rid of Kenro, and now if you go, go in the character list there, Eric, he will be open and free to snag. So, coming back out into the main rubble of Gauntlight, is there any room or anywhere that we haven't thoroughly searched, or you guys you just kind of stuck your head in doorways? Somebody said something about a scorpion corpse, and somebody said something about a desk and a thing and lots of dead maggots and a couple of
There was a room with a scorpion. There were doors on the far side, but didn't think it was wise to go through.
All right. Well, being controlled by the GM, obviously the next thing out of my mouth is going to totally take it to the carrot or far away from it. So what do you guys want to do? Maybe I'll just roll a dice and you'll have to trust me. In the tower, obviously. I'm not going to show you that shit. So what do you want to do before I put in my vote?
Well, I say let's go through the double doors that you found with the scorpion. That sounds safe.
All right, that works.
It was dead, right? You guys said it was a dead scorpion, not hungry scorpion.
Correct, dead.
All right. Well, what are we waiting for? So, who wants some chitlin armor? This thing has been hacked up, but not completely. Though I'm sure King Annoying is, whatever guys he's got left has come and surveyed the damage that you guys did before you cut a deal with him. And, remnants and evidence of that. So there's probably not much of the carapace, but I can't see them moving it. It'd be like, well, this is our kingdom. He's dead. Right. Guess what we're having tonight again for dinner, everyone? Scorpion meat. And if they find uses for the plates, they'll just take them as neat. You know what I mean? They're not going to haul the whole body off somewhere to where? Keep it here. So I'm thinking most of the corpses intact if anybody needs, wants, or wishes to do anything with it while we're here.
While we're at it, Gregor, we'll grab a piece of meat to cure later on.
Okay. Do any of you have artistic talent? I'm a writer, not an artist, but anyone? No. Because I was thinking, and he climbs up on top of it and does the mountain man pose, the hunter with the kill, right? What do you think? Yeah. No, I guess it's taking credit. Never mind. It was a joke. It was a joke. And then his foot's stuck and he needs help. He starts wiggling his hands at you guys like he's a little kid. Uppy, I'm trapped. Little help, gentlemen. His leg starts sinking into the guts of this thing because he stepped on a loose plate. Anytime. Funny joke. I was going to take credit for the kill. Now that's going to bite me in the ass. No. And hello, where are you going? This is where you guys volunteer as players to the DM that someone grabs them. You're just smiling and waving at me. No, that's not cool. I can recall knowledge. I remember the time you saved me. Five.
I'll go over and help him.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I don't have the power to give out hero points, but you know what? I'll write you down for one. Fuckers. All right. So, what do you guys want to do? Sorry. It's been a day, man. I'm ready to mood.
We'd like to open the doors.
All right. Are these actually closed? Yes. Let's open these suckers up. And step in. Where's our original? The air in this large chapel feels colder and damper than elsewhere in the ruins. Condensed beads on the walls run in rivulets across the countless skulls carved into the stone. Charming. A moldering human corpse lies slumped against the wall. His shoes removed, his pockets turned out. What? Parody was here, remember? His hands wedged into a crack as if he died trying to pry a brick loose. 3 short flights of steps lead upward to a wider chamber to the north, and there is... The way they describe that doesn't do it justice. You step into the room, it's 4 squares wide, 20 feet, right? You're on a flat surface. Immediately stairs dominate 20 feet wide and 5 feet up in front of you, right? As you advance up the stairs, then you have, again, this whole hall thing is 20 feet wide, 15 feet of flat, right, with your corpse, and then another 5-foot awning of stairs, another little 5-foot landing, and then another 5-foot stairs, and you get the back of the chapel, which opens out another 10 feet on each side for a total of 40 feet. The whole thing is shaped like a giant T, as it were.
And we see footprints already in the
room. You guys do know the party was here, So at least it's kind of like either they're here and they're lying dead in the corner and we found them, or they're being, we'll come around the corner and see some evil cleric and they're all tied up. And he's like, I've been waiting for you. Who knows? But the room does show signs of recent disturbance, possibly. Can I have survival? Perception, survival.
Sure can.
Yep.
Which one do you want?
Perception, if you have it, everybody does. Survival would be better. The DC would be lower because you're looking specifically for, right?
No, I got survival.
Okay.
Oh, 19 for Goss.
Okay. Dubsy got 25 survival. Gregor 14 for survival. I appreciate the tower drops because I wasn't specific, but I did call an open roll, so it's not like Corey did anything wrong. Gregor, there are light signs starting with the body that this place has been disturbed, affirming your hunch. Dubsy, you can tell that different types of humanoids, not everybody wore boots. There's actually small clawed feet that traipse about, dragging long clothing. Now, the description Jargon gave of the party was a dwarf, an orc, some rentable couple elven ladies that were in and out, and what was the last? Halfling? But this doesn't look like little feet. It looks like little clawed feet.
Man, this halfling hasn't cut his nails in forever, I bet.
Oh, and a hobgoblin, which you just think would have hobnobled boots because, it's a stereotype of their race. They enter the room, and Dubsy with a superior roll, sorry, Eric, you find signs of a struggle. If you guys advance all the way up, you will find signs of a struggle or a battle in around the altar. Fresh scorch marks from spells, things knocked over that look like, aggression as opposed to just like, I dropped it, that kind of thing. Blood on the floor that's days old, not years old, that kind of thing.
Yeah,
Okay.
Watch yourself, guys. Something's happened here not too long ago.
Yeah, so no point in wasting any more time here. I don't think we have anything to see. May as well move on to the next room.
Okay, you guys don't want to give the once over?
I'd like to give it the once over.
Okay.
I want to take a look at the dead body. I mean, they already took the shoes, but
Well,
there might be something.
I will say this, and this is the last time I'm going to ask, like, if a player influences you guys to go, we're out, I'm not going to make you guys stay, but think this. First of all, you guys are looking for clues for the party, so you should search even room even though you know it's picked over. And just because it's picked over doesn't mean that party found everything, right? Okay. That said, Corey, you don't find shit. Moving on. What?
It's not nice.
That was a teaching moment. It was a teaching moment. 20 minutes, you take 20 perception, and God's disappointed. Moving on. Good call, Eric. But, no, I was just taking, point made if you guys follow me, right? You guys are searching for clues. And so what do you want to do next? I believe that there's still the rogue. I mean, he looks picked over, but what he was doing seems to remain a mystery.
He had his claws in a brick, correct?
Mm-hmm. Looks like he was prying at something.
All right, let's go down there and take a look at said brick that he's got his claws into.
Okay.
While we're looking around, Ken will cast Detect Magic, and he will have a look around using Detect Magic.
Okay. Ken is acting like he is ill. Like he's someone like, when someone's like got the flu and they're just like all up in their head going, what? Okay, yeah. They are paying attention and they are listening, but you got to kind of prod them, right? So, but yeah, all right, I'll cast. And he does. And he's like, okay, the altar's magic and this, and like, what you'd expect here. But he's probably not going to, I'm not going to have him do perception rolls, right? If you go, hey, use religion, what kind of temple is this? Then he'll look around and go, sure, it's this. But don't count on Ken for like his own perception, because whatever his goddess shook him up with, it's You know, it's got him a little rattled and he's kind of out of it. Though he doesn't need to be carried or prodded. You know what I mean? He seems wary of his surroundings, but he's certainly not like in a mood to search. He just comes up the middle, stays in the middle of the party. What? Detect magic? Sure. Steps forward, you know, tells you that the altar radiates faint magic. We do the once around. You actually do find 2 very decomposed bodies behind the altar. And Ken tells you that they've been recently repositioned. Like they just died and someone's taken them and composed them as best they could. And probably because of that stature of the way they've been positioned, he would not be surprised if they did final rites. And yet, nobody bothered giving any kind of final rites to the guy trying to pry loose a brick.
Rogues, they never get any respect.
So assuming you guys are like casing the room and Gauze wanders over to said rogue and brick. I will take perception in the tower. Corey.
In the tower.
In the tower. Because this is definitely one of those moments it's like, do I figure out what this guy is doing? Do I know what's going on? Yada, yada, yada. I don't get it. It's like a kid pulling a thread on a sweater. Like the brick here is marred, right? And he's just like, cool, I'll just widen this gap. Like he's being a dick. You know what I mean? Like there's a natural little gap here and it's looked like he was chipping away, just going, I'll just make this bigger because I'm bored. Like a kid in detention scoring a desk. From your perception, that's what it looks like he was doing. And he got so bored he died. No, but, you know, the saying. Fail. You guys are poking around. Anybody else want to have a go at anything else? There's lovely skulls. Now, this entire time, I will say that while you guys investigate, Jargon also is kind of a middle of the room holder, and he's taking notes. You know, describing the room in his journal, watching what actions you guys take, and if anybody does any flashy, Clark has spell, that's deck magic, cool, he'll write it down that you did, you know, and of course embellishing. Right? If I ever get enough money, Jargon will like commission art, and he'll always be at the front making that lead the charge pose. You know, the story will be of more of the rescue of the heroes that save the world as opposed to the heroes that save the world with Jargon at the forefront, you know. It's my biography, autobiography. It's sold much better than the story of a dwarf and his orc buddy. It's so second edition.
Could I decide to check again because it doesn't necessarily make sense to me?
Sure.
I'd like to do that.
You looked, you don't find anything, but it doesn't mean you get something about this. Or like you said, you can always, you know, call the guys over, fresh eyes, right?
Yeah, I think I'd like to do that.
Okay.
Hey, guys, come on over here. Take a look.
All right.
Looks like he died of boredom. Obviously, Jargon's on the same page as you. Oh. Throwing in the tower, throwing in the tower, throwing in the tower, throwing in the tower. Everybody? Yeah? Okay. Gregor? Perceive in tower? Gauze is going twice, but I'm not falling to that.
My apologies. I was over at the altar having a look at the bodies there. Do
Okay.
you still want me to roll?
Yeah.
Okay.
I had time pass, and, you know, Gauze can be insistent. Come on over. And you look. Okay, not good enough. Like, if you don't find anything, he's still not satisfied. He just shoves Jargon out of the way. Well, you're useless. You look. Okay, now you. Such a pain.
Fair enough.
I love playing Corey for Corey. That's how I get him back for being busting my chops when we're doing audio checks and stuff. So, Gregor.
Yeah.
He's not prying at a gap. It looks like he's trying to circumvent a false wall, but hasn't found the proper trigger or stone or whatever that would open said wall. So now he's just trying to, like, he tried to do it manually. Like, okay, I can't find the secret door latch. You know what? I know there's a door here. I'm going to dig my way through it. And he found a seam and just started chipping away. And we both see how that worked out because he's here dead. Or something got him and, right. Well, he was distracted.
So it seems like this wall panel is movable. There's got to be some kind of switch or mechanism to get it to move. I think he's just hacking away at the crack to try and desperately find what would unlatch it.
So while Gregor's saying this, he like pats the wall to emphasize his point, and like a tiny little brick, right, just clicks once, and the whole wall just opens up, unbeknownst to Gregor, while he's still explaining. Oh, it actually moves open very quietly. It just kind of, well, it doesn't like shift aside and make the big slide. What it does is the wall like recesses an inch, so it becomes obvious of a depression that you guys can like, okay, we'll push here, you know.
You're welcome.
Jargon's applauding. All right, big guy. That's why we hired you. Sweet. Mr. Lucky.
Nice.
You're the wall licker from now on. I mean, that's a term of affection. The guy that don't worry, Dubsy. He's only took one of your jobs. But you know what? I bet this is for you showing him up with that tracking stuff, you know, because, you know, he obviously wanted to find footprints and you really overshadowed him with your 25. And so I'm not saying it's a revenge thing, and I'm not trying to throw fiction in the party, but, you know, just, you know. Anyway, sorry. I will just keep jargoning until you guys shit. So, not a good idea to let me have an NPC. Nope, not at all.
Oh boy. Let's open the door. Let's push on it.
All
do
right.
whatever we need to do.
Yep. Now that's unlocked, it's not difficult at all. And where are we? Guys? Dun. A gap in the wall shows an alcove and another wall. However, this wall juts out from a frame and again looks like the reverse of what you just pushed on, and it's kind of obvious going, okay, well, I'm going to push on this, and sure enough, you pop out into a little room. This triangle room might once seem comfortable, but after years of rain and exposure to the elements through 2 arrow slits in the northwestern wall, that's the wall that's on an angle, the room's divan, armoire, and tapestries have all fallen into decay. And there is a heavy door to the south. Kind of a disappointment because, you know, you think a secret room would like have only secret ways in and out, where there's like a door out of here on another wall. It's like, oh.
So if I was to inspect, do I find anything?
You guys start walking around. La 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 la. Drop me some perceptions in the...
Big money.
Man,
Oh,
it
wait,
smells
big
so
dice
good in
rolls.
here. So musty.
Okay. I'm actually going to go with Dubsy again. As you guys are poking around, Dubsy happens to be the guy to stick his head on the divan. And there is a round object with tailings to one side that sat, collected dust under this divan with everything else and has been snatched up. But the distinct shape that it displaced in the dust is, you know, because there's not like a lot of wind or anything coming out of this divan, is very, very prominent. It looks like a big key ring. A big circle, and then the proverbial keys with the teeth all sitting in the dust, and someone's removed it, and it's left a pretty healthy looking dust print. Dust bunnies are crying that someone took their keys.
Boo-hoo.
There used to be keys here. Nice big keys. Something a rogue really likes. Well, that and lockpicking.
Well, I'm guessing we find the party. We find the keys. Should we press on?
Yeah, this was a bust.
Yeah, I know. Talk about anticlimactic here. Is the door even locked? Yes. Is the door even locked?
You go check it out.
Yeah.
Nope. It's closed, but it's not locked. If it was, wouldn't you be screwed? Because you don't have the keys. So be happy. Nothing makes this guy happy, I'm telling you.
But it wouldn't lock from the it would. Anyways.
It is one of those keyhole that goes right through the door, so you could kind of lock it from either side. So you could leave and lock the door, or you could, otherwise people are like, oh, she's in her study, and then she sneaks off into the chapel for quiet time, or, you know. Anyway, pop the door.
All right. Are we going out the door?
Yeah, looks like it. Pop the door. Get everybody in here. Na. Okay. Perception, gentlemen, in the tower as soon as you step into this room. And again, Dubsy. First thing everyone notices is that there is a wall partition that sticks out and runs the length of the room. And the other wall has a curve in it, right? But it's like, okay, well, there's a tower over there. We know that, you know, this is probably the outskirt of the tower. And a lot of these rooms in a castle are just cookie cutter shaped to fit whatever's going on in another room, right? But you guys came through a single block wall. You step into a room and there's a single block wall on your left, and then it comes out and becomes double blocked for no reason 10 feet into the room. This everyone notices. Dubsy notices that this edge, where are you here, Dubsy? Bump. This edge of the wall has a crease in it, just like the one the party found in the chapel.
Oh, my hands are shaking. Oh, it's gonna be treasure, guys. I just feel it. Start fiddling around with the wall.
Yeah, jargon teleports to your side.
You got something?
Maybe. You guys can look elsewhere. It's cool. I got this. You know, you don't have to look over my back if you...
Jargon puts a hand on his shoulder. We won't abandon you in these times of risk.
Thanks.
There's a crowd. You should see the board, guys. It's like everyone's crowding the minis, except for Ken, who's wandering around. Oh, thank you, Gregor, for taking the high road and just buggering off.
He will go actually guard the door out in the hallway here.
As you would surmise, the door is ajar from what you guys had left open, peeking into the room. Now, in your defense, looking into the room from the lower, it just looks like a narrow room, lots of broken furniture and another door, but you guys were just kind of doing the interior rooms and, you know, picked it elsewhere. But hey, so saves you from doubling back. Dubsy, open the crack in the wall, and lo and behold, your dreams come true. It is a stairwell, not a treasure, sorry.
Rats. Big guy in front.
But that's okay.
Let's go down the stairs. What the hell?
Yeah, why not, eh? Because everybody really knows what's going on here. I mean, you know, and I know, we know. That everyone keeps treasure at the bottom of the stairway, so let's go, right? What do you think I was talking about? Marching order.
I guess I'll go rock, paper, scissors with Goss here to see who goes first.
Okay. Dubsy, you care to just go while they're dicking around doing their hand jive?
Oh, sure. I'll slip in front and do stealth.
You just like, see ya.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just totally see that happen. And then you guys are like, all right, which big guy gets to take the front and the credit? And then, you know, Frog Boy is like, okay, well, you're busy. I'll just go in here.
Are you ready, Gregor?
Yeah.
Okay, you ready?
Oh, okay. Yeah. Rock.
One, paper, scissors, Spock.
Oh, it's rock, paper, lizard, wizard, smock. Is it? Yeah, something like
Is that what it is? Okay, well, I got
D&D
scissors.
version. D&D version.
There you go. Add paper. You go
Add
first.
paper.
Yeah. Hey, where'd Dubsy go?
He's on the next level. I'm just bringing up the next board here, guys, and making everybody cozy. Bringing you all onto the next map. Gregor, and then Ken. Okay. Open this door. Step inside. Put everybody on the stairs in order. Welcome to the next level. And no one can see shit. Can you guys even see yet? Hello. Nope. No? Allow me to...
I do have a torch on.
Oh, no. I've probably buggered the map. Give me 1 second here. Take the mask off. There we go. That's better. Now do you see?
Yep.
Well, I can see Dubsy's behind.
See his light source?
I'll get out of your way. That's fine.
Okay. Bring you guys into a room here. How are we looking now? Yeah?
Better.
All right. I don't want to go up front. Leave Dragon back. Leave me alone. You take your custody of my dude? What the hell?
I was trying to grab Ken. Sorry.
No. Ken's got the whip. I also have blue hair. I know we kind of look alike. I gotta get. I have a blue coat and brown hair, and I found a gnome with like a brown coat and blue hair, and it's kind of
No, Operator Arrow. Just got to zoom in a bit and see the actual token. It'd be better.
All right. So, you come down the stairs. You find a door. Proceed through the door. We find a 15 by 15 room with 3 chairs lined up along the east wall. Otherwise, the room appears to be empty. To your west is a closed door. To your east are 3 chairs.
This is the weirdest waiting room ever.
Yeah, because the chairs are all facing that door, right? It's like there's like elevator music with the doctor's office playing, The alchemist will see you soon.
I say we open the door.
All right. Who is our door checker? You got anyone just kind of like once-overing the door? I've been kind of like throwing you guys through doors, and I'm sure in a dungeon situation, someone might actually want to like throw a perception check at a door, some thievery checks at a door, especially since we're on a sub-level, because I ain't going to tell you twice.
Yes, please.
Yep.
Yeah.
I will do thievery on every door.
Oh, yes. Okay. Perception to find them, though.
Oh, sure.
Right. Perception to find said problem. Okay. You find the door.
Oh, it's a door, guys.
It is not locked. It is closed. Nothing's giving you guys the willies as you guys fill my tower with rolls. Pop her open. Now, are you the type to pop open, step in, and have a peek? Or are you type to like, okay, my job's done, step back and let the muscle guys go in? Like, what's Debsy's move here?
I will crack it open, look inside, and then kind of not open it all the way, but do a stealth sneak in, and I'll let them follow behind me.
Right out. Stealth in the tower? Well, I guess it's kind of redundant unless everybody starts putting stealth in the tower. Not to mention, some of us carry light sources, just so you guys know. Now, obviously, no, sound travels. You don't want to wake up like the next room, but we might see the light, but just so you know.
Okay, I'll move to the southeast corner of this room.
Okay. A long wooden table sits in the center of this room. The room, you guys come off of an alcove into the center of the room. The room's only 10 feet deep, but it is 25 feet tall. Long table. At the top of the table, north side, is a big armchair, and there are 3 chairs huddled, pressed up bar room style against a very narrow table, but long, 15 feet long. The southwest corner has another door, and there's a door you guys come in. What
Is this some kind of like secret den?
I'd like to give the room a once-over.
Sure.
Tables, chairs.
Yep. You guys give each other the nod. We take 20. We take good 5, 10, 20 minutes, whatever it takes. Case the room. Throw them in the tower, boys. Jargon takes notes. Ken has a headache.
I will throw a survival in there as well for tracks.
Yep, sure. Doesn't look like the room's been used in a little while, but it's not like years old of disturbance. You know, like something has come through here. There are tracks, and again, a little bit larger in the world of clawed feet, but it's almost like somebody comes in here and just once around the room. But they don't seem to like pull out chairs or sit and use the room. But it's obvious that someone's come in, circled the table, and gone back out.
I'll communicate that to the group.
Okay. You guys do find similar disturbance signs, but that's our tracker, the survivalist that kind of can translate what the disturbance means. So I just kind of told him. And there is a door on the south side. What do you guys want to do?
I will start taking a look at the door.
Okay. Door's closed. One in the tower. You don't seem to find a trap. My favorite GM phrase, because he doesn't know.
Yeah, good enough for me.
Does anybody else want to take a look at this room? Otherwise, the door is getting cracked open.
Open it.
You open the door. It reveals a 5-foot wide, 10-foot long alcove that appears to be a dead end.
Someone hold this door open for me. I'm going to walk in.
I got it.
Once you step in the room...
Oh, no.
No. Once you step into the room, and as you've moved to the bottom, it becomes pretty obvious. Again, there are one of these secret doors built into the wall. Obvious from this side, at least.
Okay.
We have like 3 episodes of nothing. Now Dubsy just can't go anywhere without falling. Oh, there's a secret door. Oh, there's a secret door. There's a secret door. Tony Stark would be so proud of you.
You know, I'm thinking I want this place more and more. Just so many secrets. This is pretty cool.
Okay.
I guess I'll let them know so that they come a little closer and start to open up the door slightly.
Okay. By this point, even though you may have left doors ajar, the ambient noises of the swamp come right down the stairs, but now that we're about 2 rooms away, they're getting more and more muted and further behind, and this sort of depth, dark, and nothingness, and the odd scrape and jut and subterranean noises, much quieter, become ambient. Dubsy. It opens into what appears to be a hallway. To your right, or should I say west, because you're heading south, 10 feet away is a double door. To your left, it seems to open up into a wide room. What do you do?
I guess I'll stealth step in.
Okay. Now, for those of you that are not just listening to the audio, but actually watching this on YouTube, you'll notice that there are brownish areas and gray-white areas. The gray-white is actually Dubsy's dark vision in play, where ambient light spilling through the doorway, like the cone that's at his feet, is actually someone else's light source, which, thanks to the Fantasy Grounds Unity, I think is pretty cool. Because he will see a room in black and white, and then when someone comes in with a light source, it'll color the room, which is so cool. I love it. So, you step into the room.
Yep, step into the room.
Large open area is filled from what you can see. Not only are there 2 other doors, but they are not adjacent. They're spread 5 feet apart on the east wall. There are hallways going north, south, and a big mess. Even beyond, there's a collapsed south clog that takes up a large part of the room with rubble, and you smell fish. There are beetles the size of cats scurrying around, and there's bits of waterfowl. Now, you're from the swamp. You know what waterfowl is, like duck pieces, feathers and that kind of thing. You ever go to your local pond and there's always like downy feathers and crap and scat scattered along the edge, right? I think that's what they're getting at when they're here. Loons striding about, tangled amid the gnawed bones of a larger creature. You find bones.
I think I want to keep going to the east and check out this room before I look at any doors.
Okay.
Before we go any further, Jeff, can I what's the setting like? Like I fight with I have a 2-handed flail out, and then I have a spike chain hanging on my belt. Is there enough room for either weapon in here?
Yeah, there's a lot of there are some 5 foot wide passage, which technically you can fight in, but a lot of the rooms so far have had the girth of like 10 foot wide.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
So lots of clearance and...
Right.
Okay.
Now, when you have a reach weapon, okay, if the hall's not wide enough, but it's long enough, technically you can kind of do, you ever see them take a whip and they go underhand and it just whips straight out from along the ground? I mean, if you had a reach weapon, like there are ways to use it as long as you don't have like party members in the way. You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah. I'm more concerned about my 2-handed flail.
No, you should be good. Okay. I mean, I haven't run into any rules, correct me if I'm wrong, Drew, about restricting large weapons in small spaces. Now, in the hall you're standing in, probably not great. Yeah. But maybe not to a dice capacity. There's nothing yet where you have half a square where I'm going, you're squeezing, there's penalties, and you know what I mean? Like, right.
Okay, that's fair.
No, I'm glad you brought that up. Gauze, not waiting, because Corey moved his mini. Not waiting for you to stealthily case the whole room. Like it's like you got 5 seconds of good look, and then they're like, okay. They just pour into the room. You're barely 10 feet in.
Thanks for the torchlight.
Yeah, there we go. There we go, guys. Look at this. Oh, yeah.
He's just causing a distraction for you.
Pulling back on my map view here, you can see an alcove 10 foot wide to the north that goes 15 feet, and another set of double doors on the east wall. This room looks like a Tetris piece, like standing in its center practically are Dubsy and Gauze. And to the north of them, a brand new hallway, 10 feet wide, 15 feet deep, with double doors on the east side. In the room that they're in, the bottom southeast corner is clogged with rubble. But beyond it, if they follow down into the south, there's actually, it looks to be like a stairwell, also somewhat clogged. And a small adjacent hallway that runs along the south wall, because this wall only goes 15 feet and then doubles back west the way you guys came, but 15 feet away as if it's a brand new hallway. And of course, the original double doors on the upper west wall. Like I said, it's a real Jenga kind of shaped room.
Any preference or thoughts as to what this room could have been used for?
Well,
like, how do we know where to go from here?
No, I don't really know. There's some waterfowl feathers,
Jargon asks our tracker, Gregor, you don't think that, he points at the bones of the large creature and the fish and everything, you don't think that could be,
I'll have a look.
Okay.
You mean you think it was one of the party members?
I say loudly.
I don't want to say it out loud. You don't want to jinx it.
I'd like to have a look around as well.
Okay. So Gregor goes over, takes a knee, and just starts checking out all the crap that's in this pile. Gauze, you want to wander?
Yeah, I just want to wander around, have a look and see.
Okay. See what's what in the room itself. You're not interested in doors just yet?
Not yet. Just the room itself.
As I had described, everything is 15 feet away. The only unexplored part is if you go south to that short hallway, if you want to go down there. And you find a gauntlet of doors. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 feet of a narrow 5-foot hallway and opposite doors practically every other 5 feet. North, south, north, south, north, south, and one on the end. Doors galore. There's a lot going on here in different directions. Jargon, gets on the north wall, kind of kitty in this close to the middle of the room, and Ken posts up beside him, leans up, just holding fingers to his temple, and we're kind of keeping an eye on the double doors and, like something doesn't come up behind us kind of thing, while you guys all have your backs to the north of the room. What's Dubsy doing?
I might want to go to the west doors and just take a good perception check.
Okay. Have a peekaboo?
Just make sure there's no traps, or maybe it's been, unlocked or something. Who knows?
Okay. You don't seem to find a trap, but you do catch the scent of fresh blood emanating beyond the doors. The rogue master of craft, your 2 fingers, nose to the door, and, tell me your secrets, looking for traps, looking for this or whatever. So if there's an odor compiling in the next room, seeping under the door, you know what I'm saying? Bathroom door's locked. As soon as you put your hand on the handle, you may or may not know it's occupied. But if you get your nose to the door jam and you're like, well, how do I open this door or check it out, right? It's occupied. So trade that stink for stench of blood.
Yeah, smells like there's some blood over here. Might not be the best way to go. It's probably a bathroom.
Was that a Freudian slip, or did you seriously Ghostbuster me? Listen, you smell something? Remember Ray says that? Hey man,
I was down there, guys.
Giving out hero points for last. Gaz comes running back. Apparently, doors frighten him. Too many doors. I can't process. He comes running back to your side. You're not saying that you're moving your mini. You come back up. You're teleporting around the room, Corey. So every time you move your guy, I just tell the audience, "Oh, there's Gaz. There he is. There he is. He's over here."
Sorry about that. I forget that we are not all 100% visual here.
Yeah, it's fine. So getting back. Hang on a second. Getting back to Gregor. Well, you guys have had a look at the door and you've been taking in the hallway. No. Large bones, animal, dead fish. These do not look like humanoid remains. Does take you a moment to figure it out because there's just like a leg and a femur and a rib and you know what I mean? There's no thing obvious like a skull or anything. So, just to be sure.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So this just looks like someone's midden pile?
No, it looks like someone's using the collapsed tunnel as just kind of like shelves. Like, I ate half a fish, I'll just throw it here until I come back. As opposed to putting it on the dirty floor, they threw it on the dirty pile. Something has been like bringing small things here, like fish and stuff, and just hanging out and eating it. And there are humanoid teeth marks on the dead fish and little claw marks, like something, like it doesn't look like it's been canine incisored by an animal or whatever. It looks like it's been munched on by actual denture kind of, nom nom nom. The little half moon bites as opposed to something elongated from a snout, which would be more like a creature. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's still an open ballpark, even that's vague, but best I can do for you now with those. Roll better in the tower. That's all I can say. I'm not fudging your rolls. I don't care if you can't see them.
The question is, how do we know you're being fair?
I am a fair and benevolent GM because I say so. And if you can't believe if I am, then how would you ever believe that I'm fair or benevolent because I said so. It's just a loop. It's going to bake your noodle, Corey. Don't look into it.
So Gregor will approach the rest of the party as they look at the doors and just, best as I can surmise, something is using this as a hideout of some sort. They have their dining room right over there, so we best keep an eye out.
Well, why would they eat here? This is gross. Like, he's covering his nose with his shirt. Is like, this place smells gross. There's like a perfectly good table back there they could eat at.
They may not be so inclined. They may not be like us. They may be. They can't see it.
Do you mean? And he shudders. And I'm not talking like words that make people's skin crawl, like undead or vampire or demon. To a bard, the creepiest word that could be uttered that would make a bard's skin crawl is, you don't mean they're uncivilized, do you?
That's precisely it, yes.
He closes his eyes in a shudder. Almost faints, leans up against Ken. What do you guys want to do?
I'll whisper to the party.
Smells like blood over here. Who wants to go in?
Gauze.
Gentlemen, we have doors everywhere. We must pick something. I say we pick this one.
Gauze seems, his eyes twinkle. He seems very excited about going through a door that's putting everybody off.
Okay, at that point, then we'll pull out our crossbow and get it prepared just in case.
All that bitching about, can I use my flail? Can I use my axe? Can I use my boot? Right, get up my gun.
Just take a shot and then move forward.
No, it's just awesome. That's,
Yeah.
Tell you the story about Joe Gibson and his volley of crossbow, right? He had a party, and it's like, even the wizard, what's this? It's a light crossbow, and that's our opening move. Not spells, not charging. It's we just set, like, they all just like cock, right? First round, volley, and whatever is coming at them would get pelted by 6 arrows, 6 bolts. Then you can drop and pull your sword and charge your spell, whatever you want to do. But opening volley, he'd call it. It was funny. He'd do it. Get everyone in. Okay, crossbows, right? So, you and your one crossbow.
I'm more looking for the spellcaster to try to disrupt. That's all.
Oh, that's solid thinking too. So, decision has been made. Jargon just shrugs. Ken waves a hand like, whatever you guys want to do. One seems wary. One seems a little too anxious to go through this door. Gregor arms himself. What are we going to do, boys?
I'll pull out my sword too.
Okay.
And then if it's not locked, I'll just push the door open slowly.
Okay. I'm assuming your go-to weapon is your knuckle dusters, or do you want to pull your axe?
Actually, I'm going to go with the knuckle dusters for now.
Okay. You gonna open a door with Dubs, or are you gonna wait?
Is Dubs going to check the door out?
Yeah, he's been here the whole time.
So we're all good. So yeah, let's give one. We'll open together.
I don't seem to find anything.
His door's good. He didn't say anything about yours. Neither did I. All right, pop both doors. I'll take whatever is consent, right? While it's apparent that this large room was originally a kitchen, you step into a room in the bottom left corner. It goes 5 feet to the north, 15 feet tall, and 30 feet deep straight to the west, with another door in the far corner on the north wall. While it is apparent that this large room was originally a kitchen, the furnishings have been rebuilt and repositioned to create an improvised shrine? The western end of this hall, although not depicted on my map, where a large fireplace for cooking once stood, now serves as an altar of sorts. Looming over a human corpse is a towering statue in a feminine shape made of bones, covered in sheets of moldering cloth and hanging moss. A bare spot on the room's north wall has been decorated with mud and blood to depict the same feminine form of the statue. Jargon throws up. I'm like, yeah. He's like, he peeks in the room. Sorry, give me a square there, buddy. Thank you. Yeah. You guys hear Jargon, like, the door's open, he peeks in and just backs off and begins retching.
Well, that's interesting.
I'm going to move 10 feet further into the room and just start giving everything a once-over.
Okay.
I will allow space for Gregor to come in if he so wishes.
Yeah, I'll do so. I'll step in.
Okay.
Or no, actually, you know what? I think I best just go back and cover our trail just in case.
Okay. The description is a little bit overgaunt, but I will reread the last half of it. Looming over a human corpse, a dead guy, is a towering statue figuring of a female. Like, there's a body at this altar, gentlemen.
Oh yeah, that's why I'm not stepping forward.
I'm going to move up and
Okay.
take a closer look at the body.
Okay. I will say that Kenro, Jargon pulls him up to look in the room and asks him what he makes of it. And Kenru, from outside, just looks around the room and starts making religion checks to help you guys out. Maybe he can figure out something, because this definitely looks occult or religious in nature. Speaking of religion, occult, and let's start with perception in the tower. Occult, religion, and even arcane, gentlemen. Where'd Goss go? Oh, sorry. Gregor is not... Okay, you've backed off to guard us, Gregor, so no skill for you. No, it's fine. It's just, there's at the room, and then there's like 15 feet away facing the other room watching our backs, which, not a bad idea, but no skill for you.
Do you want another one from me, Jeff?
If you have... Oh, I obviously want perception for everybody in the tower, but if anyone has any kind of knowledge skill that you think might apply, and I just usually fire off the big 5, like society, arcane, occult, religion,
But underworld lore.
Yeah, actually. Let's start with what you obviously notice. What interests you? The room, the setup, the shrine itself, the guy, the body? There's a lot to take in here.
I'd like to start with the body.
Okay. Step forward. We'll put you in the middle of the room, and we'll say that the, body is adjacent, like on a wall with the fireplace or whatever. Dubsy.
Mm-hmm.
Occultism. This is like, it's a splash pad of instant religion. Cult. You know what I mean? This, although they're trying to be as religious as possible, this more looks like occultism than actual structured religion. Like, somebody has decided to worship something, and they're doing the best they can to worship it. You see form and figure, not symbols or dogma or, you know what I mean? So this seems more occultish than religion. However, Kenro here. Can I have a religion check in the tower from Kenro? Eric. And while he's doing that, let's talk about a dead body, guys.
All right.
Not much left of this guy. He has been offered up. Cut, plastered, splattered, real crime scene looking kind of thing. However, his clothes, tattered, stolen, ripped, no boots, not much of a shirt or pants left on him. They leave him his dignity. The dude's got like a tattered shirt and pants. He's not like just like naked, but he's been here a little while. You know what I mean? Like, they've worked him over. It looks like he was tortured or whatever before he was, offered up. And there is a brand on the back of his arm, just high enough that a sleeve would cover it, of a bird.
Do I recognize the bird?
Society. And getting back to Ken, talking about religion, despite what I had going through Dubsy's mind, care to share, Dubsy, or no?
Oh yeah, it looks like they tried some kind of religion, but they didn't know everything, so they just kind of did whatever they wanted. You know, like think of, you know, they know a little bit about Desna, and so, you know, a little bit of butterfly, a little bit of, you know, sparkles. It's weird. I don't think they know what they're doing.
Okay. Kenro agrees. If this is some sort of divinity that they are worshipping, oh god, my head hurts. It's certainly one that's not prevalent or well known in modern society. I have studied beyond Callistra, but no, he just shakes his head like, you know, the way this is put together is offensive. Anyway, Ken says, let's not completely rule out religion. It could be an actual deity, despite the way they've set this up occult style. But if it is, it would be a very unknown, remote, you know, kind of god, which kind of folds us back into cult. Gods, untrained in the world of society. Okay, you know a tat when you see one. The bird, what does it mean? You don't know. But this is not a... Like, when I say brand, I mean that it's a very simple tattoo. It is not like someone took a hot poker to the guy and going, you're a bird goddess, you're the victim. Like, no. Because the brand / tattoo that's on the man's arm is very old. Like years old. Not like a week old. So this guy had this coming down here likely. What it symbolizes, not sure. But you do know this. Humans 101, they like feeling important. And if they join an organization, they like having papers, a uniform, a badge, or sometimes a tattoo. Or the other 50-50 side of that coin, because you're untrained, is humans are weird. They do like to adorn their actual bodies with like permanent ink and stuff, as opposed to the colorful clothing and other adornments that your people are into. But pegging it, no. But you know what it is. Or several possibilities of what it could be. Gregor, did you want to take a stab? You got anything?
Go back in and have a look at it?
Yeah, like, you know, Jargon,
Okay, yeah.
Jargon is happy to puke over here and watch, you know.
All right, sounds good. I have Arcana, and I have Rose Guard lore.
Okay, let's start with perception.
Okay.
Rose Guard lore, like, you know, because if I ask you for one specifically, then even if you fudge it and I say nothing, I'm kind of tipping you off. So like I said, all knowledge skills and lore skills, you know, if I say, what do you make of this place, guys? You can just dump them in the tower. It's best for me to say unapplicable as opposed to, or just like, you don't know. You know what I mean?
Yeah, okay.
Because if I say, give me a knowledge arcana, Troy is going to like stay here for a week casting detect magic till I get him something more, right? And that's kind of a DM tip off. So I like to word it as kind of like, okay, knowledge skills, guys. Like, now obviously there's some kind of something religious going on here. So yeah, occult and religion would be the top two, you know, but that doesn't mean survival is out of the, you know, kind of thing. Alchemy, who knows? Okay. Filling my tower with the knowledge of Gregor. Yes, 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 no, no, yes, no, yes, no, 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 yes, no. Okay. Don't know what to make of this. However, after experiencing a couple secret doors, you're starting to know what to look for. And Gregor spots one here. If Dubsy had turned towards the wall, we're sure he would have found it. But again, it's showing you up, Dubs.
How can you look at a door when there's a person right there? Alright, whatever.
Your shadow flashed it out for me. Thanks.
Sorry. I moved Gregor. I'm just trying to show the audience where the door is, but Gregor spots it from way over here because he's good.
Hey, Dubsy, right behind you there. I think there's another one of those birds.
Oh, alright.
Maybe I'll throw a perception in the tower for traps.
Okay. Step up to where he says the door is. Where do
Hey,
we...
Jargon, the birdie that he found. Know anything about it? I feel like maybe there was something in town related to a bird.
So you guys pick Jargon's brain? You convince him to come in? Okay. Jargon Whitmore. Bum, 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 bum. Holding his nose, apologizing that he got a little queasy. Like, you know, I've been around, but it's just to do that, like human sacrifice is a little over the top for, you know, for my second levelness, right? Train Society 9. Tattoo, bird, blah. No, it's kind of marred and I do have some ideas, but nothing I want to reiterate because that would be cheating, and, you know, I only got a 9, so not enough to be certain. Rose Guard Lord, but you know, no. No, sorry, DM isn't rolling hot enough. I said, please bring my NPC. He could do recall knowledge for you guys and help when you don't know. And he's like, I don't know. 9. Well, I thought about it. If I put his rolls in the tower, I could decide. And then Corey gets real sus about my decision, right? Oh, yeah, he knows everything. It was so helpful. I don't want you. It's like, no, let's let fate decide. No, he's doesn't want to. Anyway, Dubsy, you gave me a perception of the tower for this new door, right? Or is it?
Mm-hmm.
No? Okay, yeah. Oh, there it is. Okay. You don't seem to find a trap.
Okay.
Do you want to open it?
Yeah.
Let's open the door and look inside. 5 foot wide, and every 5 feet there are not doors, but alcoves, and a door at the far end. This 5 foot wide hallway featuring 3 alcoves along each side, so a total of 6, stone sarcophagi stand upright within each, and a door leads out to the north.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm real sus of sarcophagi.
Yeah, it can't be good. It just can't be.
Maybe Ken, get ready.
Gregor. Taking your last roll, I'm going to leave that in. Jargon, actually, you know what? I'm pretty happy with said rolls. Okay. A creature steps out. Black, shadowy mist. But the shadow itself coils in on itself and looks to be a feminine form wearing some sort of suit, like proper uniformic dress clothes, and long but cropped at the nape of the neck Karen type hair, glowing pale white eyes, and a complete silhouette of a person, just a shape, steps out of the center alcove.
Called it.
This is what you see, a feminine form. Hair coming to the nape of her neck, white eyes, bleeding mist, holding a shadowy form together, cracks of white, perhaps from the light inside, trying to seep out, and yet the form of suit pants and a suit shirt, and femininity, bare hands, bare feet, but the edges of this form are slightly fuzzy, rolling on itself. And as this thing steps out, clutching a fist and turning towards you in a blank face, but eyes that judge. And we will see you next time.
Sarcophagi. That's a sarcophagus girl.
Everybody run. She's gonna want our taxes and demand to see our manager.
You know, I can take hero points away too, guys, just so you know.
Warlock cast Arcane Gate because we need an escape. This magic weapon refused to turn the tide. It breathes by all of its saints. Who cares if we're a disgrace? In just one shove, our wizard rolled death and fell. Tell me what we'd brawl this thing. Too many limbs that sting. All of us flayed food for its spawn. Up our XP and then we'll bring new dice for the slaying. A pretty mix, blue, black, and gold. Rolling higher, love. Oh, tell me not to give up. Provoke me, haste me, faster dash. Returning, churning, savage attack. The character so cozy, buckets of dice. You know me, I'm a gunner.